Get ready, baseball extra fans. We're diving headfirst into a game that felt less like a regular season matchup and more like a postseason preview. Tonight, we witnessed a shutout at Citizens Bank Park, a rare sight indeed, as the Twins blanked our fighting Phils 5-0. But this wasn't just any game. It was a masterclass in pitching, a showcase of explosive offense, and a stark reminder that every single pitch matters as we inch closer to October baseball. What went wrong? What went right for the Twins? And what does this mean for the Phillies' Red October hopes? Stick around, because we're breaking down every pivotal moment right here on Baseball Extra. Welcome back to Baseball Extra. I'm your host, and we've got a lot to unpack from tonight's game. Just two more regular season contests stand between us and the electrifying atmosphere of a Red October. And if tonight's game is any indication, we're in for a wild ride. Let's start on the mound for our Phillies. It was the left-handed Ranger Suarez getting the nod. Now, Ranger has been a consistent force for us this season, but he was coming off a start where his command just wasn't quite there. And tonight, unfortunately, we saw some of those struggles resurface early. The absolute key for Suarez, as we always talk about here on Baseball Extra, is his fastball command, especially against right-handed hitters. That fastball is what truly sets up his devastating changeup and his tricky curveball. When that fastball isn't painting the corners, the entire arsenal suffers. And suffer it did right from the jump. The Twins' leadoff hitter, Byron Buxton, stepped to the plate. This guy has been an absolute phenomenon this season, sitting on 34 home runs coming into tonight, with 10 of those being leadoff blasts. Only Shohei Ohtani has hit more leadoff homers this year, which tells you the kind of company Buxton is keeping. And what did he do? Oh, he crushed one, swinging on a fly ball into left field. Deep it goes, towards the seats, and it is gone. Number 35 for Byron Buxton, and his 11th leadoff homer of the 2025 season. What a player. What a season this young man is having. Just an incredible talent. And just like that, the Twins jumped out to a 1-0 lead. We've heard him say it all season long. Just give me a chance. Let me have a healthy season and show you what I can do. And he has absolutely delivered. We've seen flashes of this brilliance in the past, but to have him healthy and playing at this level for almost the entire year, it's truly been a joy to watch for any baseball fan. The Twins weren't done there. Back-to-back knocks to start the game put immediate pressure on Suarez. Up next was Ryan Jeffers. Ranger, to his credit, dug deep. He threw a pitch that looked almost like a cutter, ran it in on Jeffers, and got him swinging and missing for the strikeout. A crucial first out, but the pressure was still mounting. Then came Royce Lewis, who hit one hard and fair into the left field corner for a base hit. Martin, who was already on, turned at second and was headed for third. Marsh picked it out of the corner, and the stop sign went up at third for Martin, as Lewis slid in safely with a one-out double. Just like that, the Twins had runners at second and third, still leading 1-0, with only one out. The game highlights were already piling up against the Phillies. Cody Clemens stepped up, and Suarez once again reached back. He threw him a slow curve, a pitch we've seen him use a lot more effectively in the second half of the season. Clemens couldn't wait back on it, swinging and missing for the second strikeout of the inning. Then, with Lee batting from the right side, trying to snap in 0-for-12 slump, Suarez got him swinging and missing as well. Ranger Suarez ended up striking out the side here in the first inning. Incredible resilience, despite giving up the leadoff home run. 3 hits, but only 1 run, and 2 runners left on base. A true testament to his ability to minimize damage, even when he's not at his sharpest. Now, let's talk about the other side of the mound. Making his 4th start as a Minnesota Twin, but this one carried in extra punch. The 24-year-old right-hander was selected by the Phillies in the first round of the 2020 draft. He pitched in 7 games for them before being traded. It's always a special night when you get to face your former team, and tonight, he was facing Harrison Bader, the former Twin as a Philly, facing the former Philly as a Twin. A true circle-of-life moment in Major League Baseball. And what a performance he delivered. Bader struck out, fooled by a nasty breaking ball. Bader, the former Twin, is now 3 for his last 19. This young man on the mound, he's got a lot to like. The velocity, of course, but that breaking ball to get a big league hitter that far out front, to get him to chase, that's a seriously good sign for his future. Then came Schwarber, who has 56 home runs on the season, and MCL struck him out with a 91 miles per hour changeup. Think about that. A curveball to strike out Bader, and then a 91 miles per hour changeup to retire Schwarber. He did a really good job of selling that pitch with his arm action. throwing it with conviction. That was absolutely nasty. Two down for Bryce Harper. And what did he do? He struck out Harper with a 98 miles per hour fastball right down Main Street. So, our very own former Phillies first round pick in 2020, McHale, comes back to Philly and strikes out the side in the first inning. What an absolute statement. In the second inning, Ranger Suarez quickly found his rhythm. He got a pop up to left from MC Cusker, and then Fitzgerald grounded one to the left side. Scott made a fantastic smothering play to his left, popped up, fired to first, and got him. A nice play right there. Good to see him back in a more normal position. So, two up, two down as Ranger worked on a quick second inning. That brought up James Outman, who was 0 for 20 coming into the plate appearance, matching his career-long slump. And Ranger picked up another strikeout, his fourth of the night. A quick, efficient 10-pitch inning. He absolutely needed that one to settle down. In the bottom of the second, our Phillies finally got their first hit of the game courtesy of Alec Bohm. He's been red hot since coming back, with 15 hits in 30 at-bats. But MCL continued his dominance. He struck out Brandon Marsh with a 98 miles per hour fastball, almost letter high. So, MCL had struck out 4 of the first 5 batters he faced in his return to Philly. One down. Then came JT Realmuto, his former catcher. Realmuto hit a high fly ball to right field. MC Cusker drifted back. The big fella was on the warning track, leaned down, and made the catch. An opposite field fly ball out for Realmuto. 2 outs for Castellanos. The 1-2 pitch was swung on and missed by Castellanos. A slider that time. That's the 4th different pitch McHale used to get a swinging strikeout. And he had 5 strikeouts through 2 scoreless innings. What a return performance. The Phillies, still searching for some offense, sent Bryson Stott to lead off the third against MCL. Stott fouled one off, hung onto by Jeffers, and MCL continued to pile up the strikeouts. That was his 6th strikeout, and just 1 down here in the Phillies' third. Then the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa, playing for an injured Trey Turner, hit one high in the air to right center field. Outman and MC Cusker went back, drifting towards the wall. Outman called off MC Cusker and made the catch on the warning track for out number 2. So 2 outs. In the top of the order, Bader stepped up again. He checked his swing, and yes, he went. That's another strikeout for Bader, his 2nd of the night, and it's 7 punch-outs for the young McHale. A truly dominant performance against his former team. Back to the Twins' half of the game. Clemens got aboard with 1 out, and Brooks Lee came up. Lee then delivered a base hit to right, and Clemens should have taken third, and he did. So Lee snapped his 0 for 13 slump, going the other way, and the Twins suddenly had runners at the corners with only 1 out, still leading by 1 run. Up next was Carson MC Cusker. He hit a ground ball to third base. Baum made a backhand play, went to second, got the out there, and the run scored. 2-0 Minnesota. A nice play by Baum at third, but the first RBI for Carson MC Cusker. As we often say on Baseball Extra, they needed to put the ball in play, and he did. It was a changeup, and he kept it in play and fair. The Twins now had a 2-run lead. The Phillies were down 2-0, with Bryce Harper on first. Alec Bohm came up, check swing, and he absolutely went on a spike-breaking ball. 2 down, and that's 8 strikeouts now for Ale, just 1 off his career high. Then Brandon Marsh came up and hit a little bloop to center field. That one was going to fall in for a base hit. Harper was around second, trying for third. The throw wasn't in time and bounded away from Lewis briefly, allowing Marsh to take second base. So, second and third with 2 down on a jam shot single by Marsh. JT Realmuto was trying to come up with a big 2-out hit to tie up the game, but he popped one up shallow right. Clemens came out, MC Cusker came in. Cody grabbed it, and the Phillies left 2 runners in scoring position. Another missed opportunity. The top of the 4th inning began with James Outman leading off. He had struck out his first time up and was in 0 for 21 slump. Here's a fly ball hit well into right center field. Bader turned around, looked up, and that one's OUTOF here. Outman with a solo shot, his 6th of the year, and the Twins lead 3-0. What a way to snap in 0 for 21 slump, belting one into the bullpen. It seems like when he squares them up, they're pretty home runs. They are high and deep. There's a jolt of electricity in that bat. Then came Ryan Jeffers, who hit one back towards the middle, right off the leg of Ranger Suarez. Oh man, that's going to be a base hit for Jeffers. And more importantly, is Ranger okay? Joe Roush, the trainer, came running out. Ranger was laughing, which is a good thing, but it was right off the thigh. Did it clip the glove first? I don't think it did. It looks like they're just going to take him out. That'll be it. Not worth it. He's going to get a nice round of applause for the excellent regular season he's had, an unfortunate end to his outing. But player safety always comes first, especially with Red October on the horizon. Max Leza came in to relieve Suarez. With a 4.62 ERA, he faced Royce Lewis, who had doubled his first time up and lined out to the second baseman to start the fourth inning. The runners were going, and Leza made a spin move. They caught the lead runner in a rundown. Baum ran him back, and they got him out as Jeffers had already run into second base to make sure he stayed in scoring position. So Baum just applied the tag, and they got a free out there for out number 2. Well, now Leza had a chance to get out of this inning with only the 1 run scoring on the home run, and he did. Swinging a miss, 96 miles per hour by Max Leza. The inning was over. A great job of minimizing damage after a scary moment for Suarez. Nick Castellanos led off against Mick in the 5th. Castellanos drilled it to left towards the wall. Austin Martin went jumping in, making the play, and crashing. Hopefully, he was okay. Austin Martin, who already had a couple of hits at the plate tonight, took a hit off the wall in left field and made the play. An awesome play by Martin for out number 1 here in the Phillies' 5th. Amazing he held onto that ball. What a play. Boy, his defense has just gotten better and better this season. Then Sosa, the man on first, and L delivered. A chance to get 2 here. Lee stumbled at second for 1, but the return was in time, and the Twins did turn 2, despite the stumble from Lee. He found his grip, found his teammate. A good throw from Fitzgerald to retire Sosa. 2 up, 2 down. That brought up Bryce Harper, and L struck out Harper for the second time tonight. It was a 9-strikeout showing for Miguel, tying his big league high. He had Harper, Bader, and Castellanos on his strikeout list tonight. Quite an impressive outing. The Twins continued to add on in their half of the 7th inning. With 2 balls and no strikes to Fitzgerald, he took a swing and blasted one into right field and deep. He watched this one go way out of here to the second deck for Ryan Fitzgerald. That's his 4th of the year, and the Twins went deep again. It was now 4-0, a 413-foot blast from Fitzgerald. That's up there where the big boys hit them. That's a long way up in the second deck. Schwarber, Harper, Ryan Howard territory. He knew it too. He stood at home plate and admired it. Why not? Leza then issued his first walk, which kept the inning alive for Ryan Jeffers. Jeffers hammered one into left field. That's a base hit. Martin just kept on running, and it got by the left fielder. Marsh misplayed it. Martin was going to run all the way home. It was a run-scoring double for Ryan Jeffers, and the Twins lead 5-0. And the Boobers were out at Citizens Bank Park. Marsh came streaking in after that ball, took a bad route, and it cost the Phillies a run, and Leza was going to be headed for the showers. Here came Rob Thompson. We were going to have a pitching change after that double from Ryan Jeffers. Orion Kirkering came in to try and get the last out with a runner at second, Ryan Jeffers, and Kirkering got a swing and a miss, striking out the final batter here in the 7th inning. A tough inning, but Kirkering stopped the bleeding. The Twins brought in the right-hander Pearson in the 8th. Baum, Marsh, and Romuto were due up against the righty. Baum swung on a line drive to right, and that was a base hit. Alec Baum, 2 hits in 3 trips to the plate tonight, a bright spot for the Phillies offense. Then Marsh hit a line drive to center. Outman dove forward and made the catch, skidding across the wet grass on his chest. James Outman with a wonderful diving grab, and there was one away in the inning. Boy, that was a big catch. Not only the first out, but if he doesn't make that catch, worst case scenario, it gets by him, and they're still running. He was playing fairly deep, but he got a great jump on that ball and committed for the dive. Nice play, Outman. The Twins were now just 3 outs away from evening this series at a game apiece and handing the Phillies their first shutout home loss all year. Cody Thunderberg came in to try and finish off the Phils. Bryce Harper, Alec Baum, and Brandon Marsh were due up. Harper hit a bouncer left side. Lewis barehanded it through, and it was not in time. The leadoff batter was aboard here in the 9th inning. Here we go. The Phillies would take anything they could get at this point. Baum, who was 2 for 3 tonight, hit a ball high in the air to right field for Deshaun Carey Jr. Perfect route. He made the catch and one away for Thunderberg. It looked like Otto Kemp was coming to bat, but Carey Jr. was chasing it down the right field line, and he made the catch just in fair territory. Another nice catch there by Deshaun. JT Romuto would be the final hurdle for Thunderberg and the Twins. He hit it sharply through the hole on the left side, a base hit for JT, and the game would continue at least one hitter longer. That hitter was Nick Castellanos, coming to the plate now. Full count. Castellanos struck out, and this one was over. And the Twins were the first team to shut out the Phillies at home all year. 5-0 the final. And the Twins evened this series at a game apiece. A tough night for the Phillies offense, and a stellar performance from Mick Ale and the Twins bullpen. What are your thoughts on tonight's game? Baseball Extra fans, who stood out to you, for better or worse? Let us know in the comments below. This kind of baseball analysis is what we live for, especially as the postseason looms. Before you go, make sure you show your support for Baseball Extra. If you enjoyed this in-depth breakdown and want more exclusive baseball content, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. We've got plenty more coming your way as we gear up for a thrilling Red October. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Baseball Extra.